Hey you guys, Mary from Whale Breathing Wednesday. And my question is today a life worth breathing? Is your life worth breathing? And the question even bigger is why breathe? Why would you need somebody to help and support you in breathing? Well, I can think of probably 25 reasons. I won't go into that today, but I will say that yes, your life is worth breathing. And as we're going through our turbulent time of life, how do I allow myself to maintain my calm through the storm? And you know what? There is going to be a storm. No way around it. We're all going to have to just ride this wave and see where it takes us and be conscious and pay attention. And even more so, pay attention within me and ourselves what gets triggered. So today, I want to talk a little about, we don't know what we don't know, that saying. And breathwork really is a lot about that because there's a lot of us out there that are facilitators working on helping people to become more conscious of that breathing. But why? Why would, my body knows to breathe, but does it? And I think that the thing I learned from my own life of breath is, the power of my emotion. And what's even more powerful, the power of not honoring my emotion, which is energy and motion is emotion. And where does that go when I don't acknowledge that? And how does it affect my body? So what happens with me in this journey as also a person that wants to breathe, because my life is worth breathing. And my life is worth vitality, love, humility, and to allow my body to have a voice. And think about your body. This isn't just a body. You got your heart, you have your respiratory system, your nervous system, your organ, your bones, all the way, just take it all the way, your lymph system, all the way to the cellular level of who you are. And how much do we really understand that body, soul, and spirit? I've been doing this work since 2015. I was just actually having a conversation. I can't believe I've been doing this work this long. And still learning. I'm blown away by this body, this amazing body, this temple. One of the things I would like to say, though, about the breath, is when we are in a fear or flight breath, what that means is we're doing a very shallow upper body breathing. And we're kind of going in a very fast pace, which is a very unnatural rhythm of the body. And then the body starts to send signals, because our body is very wise. And some of those signals can be panic attacks, anxiety, sense of heart palpitation, just feeling like you can't catch your breath. And what we need to do is understand, how do I work with that? Okay, I'm having a major panic attack or something's off. How do I bring that body back in alignment and harmony? And that's where we come in as breath facilitators. And we help people to learn how to use their breath and understand it and use it in a way where it will help ground you. So, and that is through what I do, because every breath facilitator is different, diaphragmatic connected breath. I do other breath techniques depending on what's going on, but my focus and technique in whale breathing is diaphragmatic breathing, diaphragmatic connected. And the connected meaning I connect the heart and the pelvic floor. I keep both in alignment so that pelvic floor, which is our anchor, our grounding, keeps me present and grounded within the chaos. So then I become calm and I feel grounded and rooted and more proactive versus reactive to the situation. So a good analogy, I think, of this is think of a lightning rod that's not anchored into the planet Earth, grounded, and it gets struck by lightning. What happens? What happens to that energy? It ends up sporadically going everywhere, right? So then you anchor that rod deep into the earth and ground it. Then the energy becomes more clear and more, I should say, centered. We also are energy being. And when we're not grounded, energy goes all over. And I think a great example is thinking about when you feel, I think the word, I'm not kind of manic, fast, trying to catch your breath, trying to get yourself, re-grounded, re-calm, but you can't because you're kind of in this more, I'm trying to think of the word. The word that keeps coming to me is like manic. And what is manic? It's just a very fast-paced energy. And then when you get back into the more rhythmic breathing that I do, diaphragmatic connected breath, the body and the nervous system knows how to calm itself down. So people are, I don't want to say that my breath work is about having these profound, traumatic, emotional experience. My breath work is about bringing the calm back within the body through the storm and allowing the body to be that guide, allowing ourselves to meet the conscious breath from a place of trusting, surrendering, being. And, there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of dividing. There's a lot of bashing, a lot of, and it's really sad. It's so sad, like what happened to the humanness of community, unity, and quite honestly, I don't think any of us knows what's going to happen next. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening, but I believe in also other forces, and I don't think that even us as humans have that much control. I mean, nature is also a big aspect of this. And I think the more we're grounded in believing in our bodies and our wisdom and our intuition, we have a better chance of allowing this future to be more aligned with love. Because that, to me, is really what we all want. And because it's not even about just us anymore. We're talking about our future children and, beyond. And how do we really, and how do we really want the world to come to a place of peace and love? And it's not some woo-woo thing. I mean, it may seem like it, but the truth is, I feel like as any kind of mammal or any kind of mother, father being, we want our future to have peace and calmness. I mean, for our children and our animals and our fish and our, even all species, let's just put it that way. And I really find that through that, a life without breathing is going to create a lot of chaos. A lot of chaos. Because when we don't breathe, we're not connected to the essence of who I am. And that question, and because when we're not grounded, we lost connection of our faith, our hope. And without hope, what do we have? And I'm really feeling like it is important for us to kind of take a step back and ask myself, why am I so triggered by what, and I know, because I get triggered too. I don't want you guys to think I'm not being triggered. I am, believe me. And yet I have to take a step back and do that work. How is it affecting me? What am I really afraid of here? And also connecting back to this sense of faith or source or intuition or wisdom or future self. Whatever you want to call it. And that is where the breath comes in. Because our breath is our anchor. Think about it. When we were born to become human, I had to breathe. I had to breathe. If I didn't breathe, I would have died, right? So I feel very, just really wanting to encourage people to just, look into the breathing. How am I, and just notice it, even if it's a 10-minute or 5-minute, 2-minute, notice, how am I breathing? Where is my breath? Is it up in my lungs? Am I even breathing? Even when you're driving, it's yours. Nobody can take that breath away from you. Nobody. And if you need a little help, look me up. Blooming Rose Healing. And another thing, I do classes. So if you look me up on Blooming Rose Healing website, which is what I choose to call whale breathing, and which is conscious breathing, which is a diaphragmatic connected breath. And my breath work is just, the whales come in just because I have a very special, unique connection. But I'm still just doing breath work. It's not like, it's a beautiful rhythmic breathing. And it's my connection with the whales that I've just brought it in to my practice. So I hope all of you have a wonderful Wednesday. And it's always a pleasure to connect and educate and to allow yourself to just breathe. But like this. Have a wonderful day.